Hi, and welcome to my Computer-Assisted Decision-Making Video Project 2019. My name is Martin, and this video will last about 5 minutes as required by my teacher. In this video, I will compare the theory learned in class about the softwares Microsoft Word and Excel to reality. To do so, I'll have to quickly discuss the potential career that interests me, so I can see how the theory applies to it. Once I have explained it quickly, I'm gonna discuss how theory is the same as reality, how theory differs from reality from my point of view. That's where I'm gonna wrap it up and conclude. Then I'm gonna show you quickly my bibliography that I used for my video. So the potential career that interests me is real estate investor. It's not something that you can study to become. It's more people usually start by having a side hustle and invest in properties. But my goal would be to be a full-time real estate investor later on and live off from my investments. So real estate investors buy, rent, and sell properties or lands in order to make profit. It's not an understatement to say it's a high-risk career because you don't live paycheck to paycheck and you're self-employed. Also, if you're a successful real estate investor, it may lead to a company. If you have many lands or properties, you may want to hire employees, and landlords so that they can do the day-to-day job on the properties. You may want to give contracts to workers for renovations. So this job is a lot about outsourcing, making contacts, and handling numbers. How theory is the same as reality. I believe that the mailing features that we saw in the Word Module 6 is a must for entrepreneurs. Real estate investors usually spend about 1 or 2 hours writing, sending, and reading letters or mails. I saw that on the web from the forums because I wanted to know what a day in the life of a real estate investor looked like. So in order not to write the same text all over again each time you have to send a letter or mail to some contacts, they only have to import data and use the mailings features. That's a good way to apply theory to reality. Then Excel is also a must for beginner entrepreneurs and investors to analyze numbers. For example, in the module 4 of Excel, we saw the PMT function that's useful to calculate the mortgage payments to do each month. Also, Excel is an excellent tool to handle numbers, as I said earlier. For example, the Club des investisseurs immobiliers du Québec, they used the Flipper. It's a tool that they made in order to calculate profits for real estate investors that flips properties. Now, how theory differs from reality. I believe that Excel and Word are really awesome for beginners and new investors or entrepreneurs, but once they are successful, they may want to use more powerful and specialized softwares for their bookkeepings and real estate issues. Also, the learning method in theory seems wrong. I believe that in class we only learn to know the stuff by heart, but in reality you have a lot of resources. You can use forums, websites, books, your friends, your neighbors. You can use phone services, etc. So I believe that in theory we should learn by how to be fast with the softwares and not how to know them by heart. Thirdly, I believe that technologies evolve fast. Well, it's a fact. So what we learn will soon be outdated. Maybe in 5 or 10 years, what we learn we'll have to unlearn. So yeah. So thank you, Forbes, for listening, because you're the only person who's going to watch that video. In conclusion, I believe that the theory we learn in class is useful, but there's nothing like learning by practicing, uh, because not everything we see will be useful in our life, and by practicing you become more efficient. So this is my bibliography. I use the clubimmobilier.ca website, the real estate hacks, that's a forum, a video of YouTube to know about real estate investor, and that's the book Microsoft Office 365 that we use in class. Thank you for listening.